Hi there guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Wild Wonders of Southern Africa. So in today's episode I'm going to show you how to build your own DIY Dubia cockroach colony. The first thing is you'll need a tub like this. If you have one lying around, an old one that you have storing something that you don't need anymore, use it. Alright guys, so I've got an extra piece of spare mesh that I have lying around, and I want to sort of hot glue it onto the lid. So I'll need to cut a smaller piece out of the plastic. So first things first, I want to trace the outline . So that means I want to be cutting on this side. Okay, so basically from there. Okay, so easiest to do that is to drill a hole somewhere around there. Jigsaw, but that will mean I'll need to cut out another hole here. And that's it. Now this is going to fit on top quite nicely, as you can see. Just move it around a bit, and now I can hot glue it with the glue gun. I'm getting my Dubia roaches from a really great friend of mine and fellow YouTuber, Bryce Broom from Righteous Reptiles, and he is helping me get some of his colony, and he's giving me hundreds of Dubia roaches. You could check there, look at them scurrying about. So I'm hoping I'm getting a few females and males here, so my colony would start up as well. But his setup is very similar to the one I'm gonna be showing you guys in this video. And yeah, Bryce, your link to your channel is down below in the description, right?
Thank you very much.
And look out for next week's video. He's going to be featuring there.
Super excited, go watch it.
Right guys, so I just got back from Bryce, and I've received quite a lot of these egg cartons. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to cut them and put them over here. So I don't know if you can see that, so that there's a little bit of a lip. So I can also smear some Vaseline, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. So quickly put them to size, and let's just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut it all along that side. I'll fast forward this bit. alternate them in a zigzag pattern, like putting one like this, one closer to that side, One big one again this side, smaller one again that side, big one again that side, smaller one, until we get all the way to the other side. All the little one like that, but I can put over that. Yeah. Alright guys, so I'm filming this indoors, mainly because there's a bit of a racket outside, but the roaches are going to be kept outdoors. I have a little spot for them to help prevent the rainwater and other insects getting in. So let me show you what I have in mind. So this is where they're going to be staying, and I have a water bowl that I'm going to be filling with some water gel or glug, as it's known here in South Africa. So I'm going to be topping it up quite a lot, and I'm going to put it close by to the egg carton over there, so that it actually allows the roaches to get in and out quite easily. I'm actually going to do that. I don't know if you can see this, but that's what I'm going to be doing. So the roaches will be able to get in and out there without any hassles. Then I also have some carrots that I'm going to be feeding to them, but I want to put it into a little container, so it's easy for me to be able to take out and put in food. So what I'm going to first get is that little container. Okay, so you can see here it's got a bit of a smooth surface. So what I want to do is just cut out the one side, and allow easy access for the roaches to get in and out. I'll put that over there. They'll still be able to get in, and now I can add a couple of carrots in there. Right, and that's not the only diet I'm going to give them. I'm going to give them some insect munchies that you can buy here at the local pet shops, and it's just a mixture of lucerne, some grass, some rabbit pellets and things like that. You don't want to be giving your roaches too much protein foods, otherwise if you keep reptiles they might develop gout. So it's where their joints get really sore, painful and stiff, and they can actually die from that eventually. So I'm just going to add that in there. Alright, that should do it. So this is a basic setup. Okay, now the first colony that I'm going to introduce here is the one that I had before, and you can see here there's not so many of them, but I'm going to first make sure, 100% sure, that these cockroaches are not going to be able to escape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear a small layer of Vaseline on the inside and then also on the outside, so that ants and other insects cannot get into the enclosure. So let's open this up, and I'll fast forward this part as well. Guys, that should hold them in and also keep other insects out. So here I'm actually going to be reusing them, and this will be the first dubia to go in. I'll put that over there. And there's
few there, they can go there. And a whole bunch here. Now, when you transfer the dubias from one colony to another, you'll see the tiny little beetles there. They actually help clean up the poop, so keep it fresh. But also the little nymphs, the babies, they also eat the poop as well. So you want to keep not all of the poop, but some of the poop in. So that's why I don't shake this egg carton too vigorously. See how they've been munching on their carrots. I'm going to leave that in there as well, even the last part. So, I don't know if you can see this, but that's a male there. They've got the longer wings, and the females have got short little wings. So I've got a few adults in here, which is good. And these guys had a water ball. I'll leave that in there somewhere as well. But I'm going to stop giving them water as they won't need it anymore. Okay, so I only had a few in here. It's really good that I get a few more in from a different colony, thus giving me a new bloodline, so I don't get a lot of inbreeding. So this is what I got from Bryce. Remember to check out his channel as well. And there's a whole lot in here. I'll leave the carrot he gave me as well. And look at that. Oh, so many. And there's little nymphs as well. I can feed them to the spiderlings, the slings. So right guys, we've got a whole colony of dubia roaches set up. Some of the plus points that I love about dubia roaches is they're silent. They don't make noises like crickets, as you can hear with my other crickets in the background. They're really low maintenance. They cannot fly. They only sort of glide down. They can't fly away, infest anything else. And the plus point, they cannot climb smooth surfaces. I do think that it's still important that you put a layer of Vaseline around, but there's a lot of good things about them. They're full with protein. If I would get one and show you guys, let's just have a look here. Now this, you won't be able to see, these are two little nymphs. The chitin layer, the sort of exoskeleton that they have, it's very thin, thus it really nutritious to your animals. If you feed reptiles, there's lots of protein and calcium still in it, but a lot of your other roaches, it's mostly made out of chitin and not so much protein. So your protein chitin levels are quite good when it comes to dubia roaches. They don't smell. Don't know if I've said that, but they don't smell at all. Obviously, after a month, if you haven't cleaned out their enclosure or the setup, they will have a little bit of a smell, but still, it's not as bad as crickets. The crickets smell quite bad. The same as with some of the mealworms or superworms. After a while, if you don't clean them up either, they do smell bad. Right, so it's quite easy, like I said. Get yourself a tub like this. Could be any dark one. You don't want too much light coming in. Dubias like it quite dark. You want to have a lot of ventilation, like I showed you in the beginning of the video. You want to have egg cartons like this. It's quite easy to find them. And you want to have your food source. I prefer carrots because they don't go bad as quick as your other vegetables. There are some myths that oranges are like an aphrodisiac. So even if it is a myth, still try it. Some of the roaches do like it. I have seen them eat it. I am going to put in some oranges in my colony. Water, remember if you put a water dish in, put a rock in there so that the dubias don't drown. It is much safer to go with the water crystals. You can get it at any local nursery. These crystals, they start off as small little balls. I think they're also called freezies or freezos. I'm not sure. I'll have a name over here that will help you out to get it. I know they sell it on eBay for dirt cheap. Then I'll have a photo over here what a male looks like, and I'll have a photo over here what an adult female looks like. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope you will be able to get your own or set up your own DIY Dubia Roach colony and cut out the middleman. Make it cheaper for yourself, otherwise it will cost you an arm and a leg in the long run, and you'll have to spend all of your money feeding your animals rather than enjoying them. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. See you next time. Bye for me. Bye bye.